The New Orleans Saints are in a critical situation when it comes to the cornerback position, and the addition of Jaire Alexander could be the perfect solution for the team. The Saints have faced serious salary cap issues in recent years, which has made the team cautious about adding big contracts. However, if they can get their financial situation in order, adding Alexander could be a strategic move to immediately improve their defense. The Saints' need to bolster their secondary is clear. After the trade of Marshon Lattimore and the departure of Paulson Adebo in free agency, New Orleans' cornerback group has been significantly weakened. The team lost 2 key players, and without the necessary depth, the defense has been vulnerable, especially against passing offenses. With the season approaching and the need to restructure the sector, many experts expect the team to focus heavily on cornerbacks in the draft. However, the Saints could also take a different approach and pursue a high-profile trade to acquire an experienced, high-profile player like Jaire Alexander. Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport recently suggested that the Green Bay Packers could be willing to trade their star cornerback Jaire Alexander during the draft. The speculation is that the Packers, with the number 23 pick in the draft, are looking to draft a cornerback, which would put Alexander on the market to free up cap space. However, Alexander's contract status is a sensitive issue, as if the Packers decide to trade him before June 1st, the team would face a $17 million dead cap hit. Despite the financial challenge, a trade could be an opportunity for the Packers to shed a large contract while also investing in a new addition to their secondary. If the Green Bay team chooses to go down this route, the New Orleans Saints could be an ideal trade partner. Even with the cap issues, the Saints have room to add a big-name contract if they can get their payroll in order. The challenge would be managing Alexander's $84 million contract and finding creative ways to leverage their cap space. To complete this trade, the Saints could offer 2 fourth-round picks in 2025 and 2026. This would be a win-win for the Packers, who could use those picks to bolster their roster in areas where they need players the most. In addition, by giving up a hefty contract, the Packers could reinvest their financial flexibility in other players for the future. Jaire Alexander's impact in New Orleans would be immediate. Considered one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, he would be a huge improvement to the defense. His ability to cover receivers and his speed on the play would be a perfect complement to the Saints' aggressive style of defense. Adding Alexander would also ease pressure on the other players in the secondary, providing more reliable and secure coverage. For the Saints, this would mean fewer points conceded and a better chance to compete against the NFC's past top-tier offenses. However, such a trade would require not only a cap hit, but also a strategic alignment. If the Saints can negotiate Alexander's contract, they could make their defense one of the most formidable in the league. At the same time, the Packers would benefit from a contract extension and new draft picks, while the Saints could move closer to solving one of their most pressing issues on the roster. In short, a trade between the Green Bay Packers and New Orleans Saints for Jaire Alexander could be a strategic move that benefits both teams. For the Saints, it would be an opportunity to bolster a critical position and give their defense a key piece to compete in the NFC. For the Packers, it would be a chance to create financial flexibility while looking to strengthen other areas of their team. If the trade does happen, it could be one of the biggest moments of the draft with significant impacts on both the present and future of both franchises.